Greetings, my distinguished guests. There's a burning question I need to be answered. How much does the Roblox community know about life? I have 12 questions prepared to see just how much the Roblox community knows about general life topics. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. The flashcards will be divided into 3 categories: money, life tips, and health. We will interview the Roblox public with questions of the 3 categories I just mentioned. This has been your host, Mr. Poopinfarten.
What the hell, boy?
You will see me soon, fellow guests, in another video.
Our first question is, what is the one thing you should never pour down a kitchen sink?
Oil. It's oil, obviously. Never pour down oil in your kitchen sink because it'll get clogged and messed up. Yep.
Well done to the young man. You should never pour oil down the kitchen sink. If you do, it can solidify in the kitchen pipes and clog your sink drain. That's 1 question out of 12 for the Roblox community. For our second question, how many calories on average does someone need to function?
Boy, what the hell, boy?
The child is harassing me.
Wait, 300 pounds? Wait, no, 300 calories? Or like 300? No, that's like it's a couple thousand. It's like 2,000, 1,500.
The average person needs around 2,000 calories to function. This number can be different depending on people's height, current weight, and the weight they would want to be. For the third question, what is a liability in personal finance?
What is the liability when it comes to personal finance? Ooh,
Debt? Or am I
Debt.
tripping? Debt.
I mean,
Wait.
yeah. Okay, so the liability would be the amount of money that you owe to somebody, or is known, yeah, the certain amount of money that you owe.
That's correct. Oh, nice. Now you're gonna get a
Of course.
promotion from boss.
Frankly, I'm impressed. A liability in personal finance is any sort of debt you owe, like paying off a house or a car. Our next question is, how many hours of sleep do adults need to function properly?
Hello? How many hours of sleep do most adults actually need to function properly? I think like at least like 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, I'm so smart.
The average adult needs around 7 to 9 hours. However, this number can vary person to person. Some people may just need 6. Some may need 10. The next question is, what is zinc?
I don't know.
Zinc is a mineral, as well as an element on the periodic table. It's vital for hormone function and can even help get rid of acne. What is the rule of thumb for building an emergency fund?
5,
12?
6 actually.
12 or 11. 6, 7, you feel?
I was right.
A 3 to 6 months worth savings for an emergency fund is generally enough for the average person. The more the merrier, though. What household appliance uses the most electricity?
Well, I don't think it's oven. I don't think it's microwave. It could either be I think it's air conditioning. No, I think it's C. Because you always use your air conditioning so that your house is like, cool, and then you always use your heater so that your house is warm during winter, but you don't always use lighting in your house. You could have all lights off and that's not using as much energy. Yeah, I think it's C. Oh. Girl, bye. You said D. Don't even.
An air conditioner uses the most electricity compared to other household appliances, like the girl described. This is because it constantly has to keep the house at a certain temperature, despite outside conditions. How much does the average ambulance ride cost in the US?
C. Yeah. Well, are you just saying that?
The average ambulance ride in the US costs around $1,000. It depends on the context of the situation, though. How long does it take for a hiring manager to get an impression of you?
How long does it take a hiring manager to decide if they like you in an interview? Depending on what you say within the first 15 minutes of your conversation. Some people are more specific. Sometimes it can be within the minute they meet you, or within from a minute to 15 minutes is the area of your impression on someone within that area.
7 minutes is generally how long it takes. However, it can take less or more time depending on the hiring manager. What is protein made of?
Ugly.
But what the hell, boy?
Oh, amino acids. Yo, I'm so smart, yo.
How much money does a middle-class individual make in their entire career?
Oh, You gotta, okay, like 30 years. That's a good question. 30 years, so think about a year. I'd say probably around 5 million to 10. Am I correct? Do you know the actual statistic on this? The correct answer is 1. Damn, I was 2 million shy.
What should you do if your wallet gets stolen besides calling the police?
What's the first thing you should do if your wallet is stolen besides calling the police? I say throwing my pipe, man. Throw my pipe.
If your wallet gets stolen, you should immediately call your bank to freeze all your cards so the criminals can't make any purchases.